Hey guys, it's Daps here. Welcome to this YouTube channel. I'm super excited to have you join me. In this video, I want to walk you through an amazing e-commerce solution called FluentCart. FluentCart is changing the e-commerce solution in the WordPress ecosystem, and I think this is worthy of mention. And as a matter of fact, I want to walk you through the amazing thing you can do with this awesome e-commerce solution. With this, you can have an hybrid online store where you can sell physical, digital product together on one store. You can manage all your payment gateways, manage your inventory. You can do quite a number of things. This is really changing the game as far as e-commerce solution is concerned, and this might just be everything you need on your online store. If you're really looking to sell it on your WordPress website, this is the solution for you. So without talking over your head, without wasting so much time, let me take you to my screen and let me show you exactly what you can do with this awesome e-commerce plugin. So right here is FluentCart. Is at fluentcart.com. We're going to leave a link in the video description for you to see FluentCart. You can see right now there's a Cyber Monday sale going on. You can claim a lifetime deal. Super awesome. So in case you're watching this video at this time where this deal is still on, you can check the video description. As a matter of fact, if that deal is off by the time you're watching this, check the video description. We're going to give you the latest offer on FluentCart right in that description. So if you come down here, you're going to see an e-commerce plugin engineer to perform 3 times faster to process your orders. Wow. You can also get 25% more efficient with server resources. This is super fast. I'm telling you, the speed you will get using this is amazing, and it is worth the check for you, right? So if you scroll down here, you're going to see a lot of things you can do, like product variation and smart recommendation, inventory that run itself, and auto invoices, stay organized, right on track, instant delivery with WSS3 power, automatic license, and one-time fees. You can see built-in analytics and auto cancellation. Quite a number of awesome features you get using this. I don't want to walk over your head. I want to show you exactly how you can do all of that right now. For this purpose, I'm going to be using a default WordPress website here for this tutorial. We want to set up an e-commerce store here, so I'm going to be using FluentCart for this. And you can see I have a default basic WordPress website here. So whatever your website is, you can use this tool. So let's use this. So for this, I'm going to just come to the dashboard of this WordPress website, and we just want to install this plugin. But if you want to install this plugin, you can just come right here. You can come to your download easily, and then you can just download FluentCart Pro. That's it. That's us downloaded into our browser, and now we can come to the back end of our WordPress website. As usual, we're going to install that just like the way you install any default plugin, right? So we're going to come to plugins. We're going to come to add a new plugin, and then we want to upload a plugin, and we can come to our browser here and just drag our plugin here, and then we can install this plugin. That's it. We can activate this plugin. Alright, so we now have FluentCart Pro installed and activated on our website. So right now we can begin to set things up. So right now, if you come to your menu here, you'll be able to see FluentCart. So if we launch FluentCart, you would see an onboarding process here, and this is super simple and easy to set up. You would see that this plugin would require the core plugin to be installed first, and with the click of a button, let's install the basic FluentCart plugin. As usual, we have an onboarding process here. It says that our FluentCart Pro license needs to be activated. We're going to come to that real quick, but let's set up our FluentCart here. The first thing is our store country. We want to choose whatever country we are selling. In my case here, I'll just do United States. And then our shop name, I will just do Sioklen. And the store currency, very important, we want to sell by default United States dollars. If you want to change this, feel free to change that. And also you can add a shop image or logo. That's extremely important too as well. But I can just click through and then find a random logo here. I'll just use this just for tutorial purpose, right? And once I'm done with that, I can come down here and hit the continue button. And by default here, we need to set up our pages, and And if you scroll down, you will see all the pages that needs to be created: the checkout, the cart, the receipt, and the shop. If you have pages already created on your WordPress website, you can select. But again, you can allow this plugin create all of that for you by just coming up here to create all pages. And that's it. Just like that, we have all of these pages created already. Our checkout, our cart, receipt, shop, and customer profile. How super cool is that? So now let's go to the next option here, which is the final step in our onboarding process. Let's set up our product. We can set up our store from scratch, and we can just use maybe demo our product here, like men's shoes or menswear, whatever it is. But for this purpose, maybe we just stick with menswear, right? And then let's save this. All right, congratulations, you're successfully finished your onboarding and your store is ready to go, just like that, right? Let's go. Okay, now let's activate our license. This is extremely important. If you want to do that, just come back to your FluentCart here. You need to just come to your licenses, and then we want to copy the key, and then we can come back here, and then I can activate this. And then I can come down here and paste my link, my key, and then I can verify my license. You can see license valid and activated. We are already in the settings page, and there are a lot of settings there we can easily play around with. And we also have some menu up here, from our dashboard to our orders to our customers to products to report. Maybe we should just even go through that. Let's see exactly what that is. So now this is our dashboard, and you can see, good evening Dabs. Welcome to See Your Client. This is my dashboard. I have a total of 10 products, 0 orders, 0 revenue, 0 refund, and this is my dashboard here. Super simple. I can even see my order heat map here on the go. From this here, I can tell where my customers are coming from, and I can see what product they are ordering, and quite very fantastic feature here, right? Super cool. So right now I can come to my orders here. Apparently there is nothing, it's super empty, but as you use this, we'll begin to see your orders from here. You can also see your customers from here too as well. You can also see your products from here, and this is the demo product that we'll install, right? Super cool. So that will not get to start creating all the product, but we have something here we can work with for tutorial purpose. And then we can see our report here. This is where we get to see the summary of our store, what's doing, our gross summary, gross revenue quarterly, and so many other fantastic features here that we get to see. So also for our subscriptions, we can begin to sell subscriptions here on this store. Hopefully I'm going to cover that in this tutorial. We're going to see how all of those things work. And then for more here, we can begin to see our coupons, our log, and also we can set up taxes. Super cool and awesome, right? But before I come up here into all of the features here, and then we go through them, and also the settings, and then how you can easily create products, maybe we should just check out the pages that has been created for us. Let's just see exactly what that will look like, our store page and all of those kind of stuff. So right now, if I come to pages and I come to all pages, I'll be able to see my account page here, my cart page here, my checkout page here, my dashboard, and I'll be able to also see my shop page here. Super cool, right? So let's see what that will look like in a new tab. So let's go back here. You can see my shop page. Super cool and awesome here. And I have my product here, and you can see I have some filter here. I can view options for my product. You can see this. Super cool. I can sell different variations, and then people can either buy now or they can add this to cart. If they want to buy now, let's see what that behavior will look like. This will just take them directly to a checkout page, just like this. Super cool, right? And then they can come down here, they can place an order. That's because I don't have any payment gateway activated for this, and I can do that in the settings from here. And now let's go to the settings, and I think this is super cool, right? I can add all the pages for my store to my menu, right? And I think that's super simple and easy thing to do. So if we come back here, maybe we should do that before we go to the settings, and I come to my appearance here, and then I come to my menus. I have by default here the footer menu. I can change this to the primary menu and then select this, and from here I can then add my shop page primarily to my menu. I also want to add like my cart. I also want to add checkout, receipt, and also I would want to add the account, the customer profile page as well to my menu, right? I want to add everything, but maybe I don't want to have too much pages like this. I want to just simplify things. I can just use a custom link for that. I can come to custom link here. I will just do the URL as hash, and then I will just say anything customer. That's the only thing coming to my head, customers, and let's add that to menu or dashboard, whatever it is. And then I'm going to drag that up here after shop, right, to be a very full page here. And under that, I will just put my account page under, my receipt page, my cart page, and then my checkout page, right? And then I would save menu. All right, so if we come back to our page here, if I do a refresh or from front end, you can see now I have my shop page here, and then for customers, they can easily go to their account page. They can see their receipts, their cart, and their checkout, right? And then they can from here come to the account page. Let's see exactly what that will look like. You can see this is it. From here I can manage my dashboard. I can check my purchase history, my download, my profile, and then I can log out basically from here. You might be wondering, say I don't want customers, I don't want someone who is not logged in to be able to see that they have a receipt or a cart page or maybe my account page. Let's see what the behavior will look like when someone is not logged out. So let me open an incognito window. So I'll come here, let's open a private window, and then let's paste my shop link here. Let's see what that behavior will look like. And good. So I now have my customer page here. I have my account page here. I also have receipt, cart, checkout. So if they come to my account page, you can see that they are required to log in first before they can see that page, right? Super easy there. Let's come to the receipt page here too as well. You can see this. Sorry, no receipt found here. So we can take that out in case we don't even want to have that. And then if they can come to their cart page, they can see the cart is empty, and then the checkout page, that too should be empty, right? So that's the behavior. And I think that's super cool and amazing, right? So now let's continue. This we are done with setting up our menu. And so now let's come back to FluentCart, and then let's first off work with our settings. We've already worked on these. Like I set up the name, and you can see this. I can set up a logo. I can also do quite a number of things here, like detailed address if I want to do. My store is still on test mode. And as well, once I'm done with all of my settings, I can put this to live mode. This means that the store is ready to take live payment. As it is right now, this is just test mode here. So everything I'm doing here is test. All right. So now I can come to my pages. We already set that up already. The other cool thing we can see from here again is that we can copy short code for our pages here, and then we can use them anywhere that we want to use all across our website. And that's super cool. With the click of a button, this is copied to clipboard, and then I can go to anywhere on my page. Even in my post, I can share my shop page there. How super cool and awesome is this? I just love the flexibility that FluentCart is bringing to the e-commerce game, and I think I'm blown away really. Let's go to the product page. We have some things we can play around with here. From the single product setup, we can see that we can show relevant in single page. We can show relevant in product model. We can also do image zooming in case somebody's taking an image and you want them to zoom in when they are doing that, or enable zoom in modal, and that is in modal pop-up, right? So those kind of things. You can also show relevant in product modal. We can do that because if we come back here to our checkout, and let's maybe just do a comeback. So if you view options here, so this is the pop-up here, this is the modal pop-up here. People will be able to see other relevant product too as well. So if I refresh this page right now and save that settings, we should be able to see that from here, which is super cool, right? But it's really up to you, whatever it is you want to do. We can also enable the zoom in modal, which is also a possibility. Image with text, our variation column is in masonry, which is super good. I love the way things are here. I can just save this and move on. So for our cart and checkout, we can also see a lot of things here, like copy the short code for our cart icon in body, and then we can display this maybe on our menu or wherever it is that we want to display this. So user account mode, by default here, we have create user account automatically after payment, which makes sense. Yeah, you can also give a checkbox to create an account on checkout. You can say no need for people to create an account for a one-time purchase, right? That's literally up to you. And you can also hide coupon field on checkout if you don't want to give anyone coupon on your store. But I think it's proper to just leave this. That's literally up to you to decide what's good for your store. And then minimum receipt number one, you can see prefix for receipt, which is IMV. You can change that to whatever is good for you, and once you are done, save changes. And for our checkout field too as well, we can from here change things and take out certain things that we don't want. So if you are selling just digital product, you want to cancel our billing address completely, right? So you can also want to take our shipping details because you are doing a digital product alone on your store. So this gives you a lot of flexibility. You can also choose which one should be required and which one should not be. So for example here, app and suit or unit is not required. You can leave this. If you want to make this required, you can just toggle this on and it is marked as required. You can also want to toggle on agree to terms and conditions for your store before anyone's checkout. That's also a possibility. But for you to have control field over your checkout here is super amazing. And from here, you can just save settings. That's it. So that's it for our store settings. The next thing here is to come to our payment settings. And here you can see that you can play with quite a number of payment gateway like Stripe to PayPal to payment on cash on delivery to Paystack, and this is quite very fantastic. So if you're selling to Africa, Paystack will do you a lot of good. You can see this is also working with Paddle, with Molly, with Authorize.net, also with Razorpay. If you're selling to India, this is coming soon. So you can see Pay with Square 2 is coming soon, and AirWallex is also coming soon. So lots of payment gateways are coming soon here, but what you have here is quite very, very fantastic. It's covering quite a number of payment gateway already, and it's super simple and easy to set things up. You can just, for example, if you want to activate PayPal, you can just come to manage, and from here you can hit connect with PayPal, and you will come to this option here where you can connect PayPal with FluentCart. That will open up this pop-up here where you can put your PayPal details. Good stuff. So I've been able to connect my PayPal here by putting my details, and everything is all set, so I can then return to WP Manage Ninja LLC, and that's it. All right, so I'm back to my store, and you can see the store is still in test mode. You can change store order mode to live and update related settings. That's literally up to me. And then all of these things are set, and then I can payment activation is turned on as well. I can come down here and just save changes, and that's it. Right now everything is done. I can come back to my payment settings here, and then you can see PayPal is activated, and then I can activate more. I might want to also activate my Stripe, but I don't really want to waste time. It's as simple as just clicking manage, going to the option here, and then follow the process. Super simple and easy stuff, right? So that's exactly how to set up your payment gateway. So right now we can come to invoicing and packing. So this is where you get to manage the template for your invoice. By default here, you can drag things down for you to be able to see what your invoice will look like. That order date, you can see that, receipt number, order created, LO, you can see all of the information here. So feel free to change this, but all of this stuff here, we carry the details you set. Like your store address will be here, your store state will be here. You can see, in case you don't want to have all of these things here, you can delete. But these details here are generated dynamically, and I would advise that you leave all of them the way they are, but you can just choose to remove certain things you don't like and then add certain things that you want. That's literally up to you as well. So you can come down here and see what the packing slip template will look like. As usual, you can drag this down for you to be able to see more, right? So let's drag this. You can see this the template here, but this is super good. You can also want to add stuff more. You can do that by easily just switching from this visual and also going to code mode. So if you go here, you can play with code in case you are good with that. But the visual mode is just quite very good enough. You just can use all the text here. You can bring in an image in case you want to maybe add your logo to this first. Maybe we should just do something like that. Let's come up here and then let's add an image. So we want to add our logo to that. Let's come to our media library. Let's come down here. Let's add this our logo here. Let's insert into post and then let's close this. Okay, so from here we can just maybe copy our logo here and then we can maybe just go up here. Maybe this is where we want to use this and then we can paste that here. You can see how this is popping. And then I can just easily just bring the text down, something like this. This is super good, right? And you can see, you can just mess around with things, play with all the templates you have here. You can see your store settings. This is your delivery slip template. You can also see your shipping slip template. You can play with all the templates here. And once you're done, just feel free to save them, right? That's it. So you can also come to your taxes. By default here, you might want to enable taxes. You can just toggle that on. The first option here is prices entered with tax. This is included. You might want to exclude it. You want to charge taxes differently. You might also want to calculate tax based on customer shipping address or customer billing address or your store location. Whatever works for you is good. If we want to do customer shipping address, we can leave this the way it is, and then we can also enable EU VAT number in case we want to do that, and then we can save these settings. So if you scroll down more, you will be able to see existing tax classes. By default here, we have standard, reduced, zero. You can also edit this. You can add a new tax class, right? So if you come up here, you can change this. You can say, okay, this is a standard. You might want to change that, right? Do whatever it is you want to do. And you can set product categories to different tax class. That's how very flexible this is. And I love that. You can also add a description to this for that, and I think that's super awesome. So that's it for your taxes. You can set things here however you want. You can also come to your rate. You can set different taxes for, you can set different tax rate for different countries. So if I come here, for example, I can select maybe a random country and say like Austria. I can add this. So you can see that. Can come to configure countries, and then you'll be able to see that I have different countries here for European Union, for the rest of the world, for North America, South America. You can see I have them here. So I can close this. Also for European Union, and you have several options here like collect using your home country registration, collect specific country rate, collect using one-stop shop OSS registration. I really don't know how all of that thing work in the EU. Even in the EU, you should know what is best for your store, right? And the next thing here is our email configuration, and this is where you can get to put your name from email, reply to name optional. You can see this. You can say name is maybe Sioklen. From email, I can just say info@sioklen.com. Whatever it is, reply to name, I can just say Dabs. And then reply to email, I can use the same email here. Feel free to use whatever work for you, and then you can work with that. So from here, you can have email footer that you want to also write in here. Enable powered by FluentCart is there. The email footer, you might want to toggle that on in case you don't want to give that footer credit, and then you can save changes from here, right? This is it. And for email address, mind you, you can always use this short code here to populate this. So whatever admin email that is there would be populated by default. So also for our notifications, we can come down here to set up notification. By default, send mail to an admin after your order is paid. That is turned on here. Purchase receipt, you can see all of these things are turned off. This one is not turned on here. Sent mail to admin after a refund. You might want to turn that on in case you want to see that. And that's the only thing that is not turned on here. That's literally up to you. So you have roles and permissions, storage settings. All these things are super simple and easy. I'm not sure you're going to have a problem setting things up here. You can see this is by default here. We're using the local. In case you want to use storage provider like S3, you can manage that from here. And also some other things you can still do here is your shipping. If you are shipping to different zones, different countries, you can set things here. By default here, you can set up zones and then also classes for your zone. Let's say we're selling to the United States and then we want to have that as a zone and then we want to have different classes for them, right? So we can just come up here and add a shipping zone. We can just say US, right? And then we can now select our country. I'll just search for the United States. I can see the United States here, and again you can set up another zone and then apply that to the whole world. So whether or not you might want to just have a shipping zone for United States where you have specific amount you charge for shipping, and then you might want to have fixed shipping for every other countries of the world. That's literally up to you, but you can set up as many zones as possible as you want, and once you are done you can just hit the save changes button here. All right, so because I now have this shipping zone here for the United States, I can then add a shipping method below right here. So if I come down here, I can select different method and I can select the state that this method is for in the United States. I can select my flat rate. I can just say maybe, for example, standard shipping. We can also have express shipping. Oh, I'm messed up with block here. Let me do that again. Yeah, standard shipping, that's the method. And then for state, we can just come here and just toggle this for Alabama, Alaska, Arizona. If this is for every of the states, you can toggle all of them here, but I'm just going to leave this. And then I can say method type. This can be flat rate, it can be free shipping, it can be local pickup, right? So let's say, for example, this is just maybe free shipping. Or let's just say flat rate, and the amount for that is just maybe 20. Let's just say $10 for shipping, and then we can configure the rate. Are we charging this shipping per item, or we are charging per order, or we are using a percentage? Most shipping I see today charge per item and not per order, so you might want to just leave it by default here is per item. So if this person is buying 3 or 4, then you can charge $10 in 3 or 4 places, which is not $30 or $40. But if you want to do per order, it means that if this person is buying 20 or 40 or 50, you are charging them just $10 to ship the item to them. So that's literally up to you to figure out what's good for you. And then your class aggregation. So by default here, it says combined cost. What this means is people can order 2-3 products from 2 different classes. So how do you want to charge shipping? By default here, it says combined cost. So it means that if this shipping class here says $10, another shipping class says $20, combine the two. That's what it means. But the second option here says highest cost. What it means that if there's a shipping class that says $20, there's another shipping class that says $10. So what this will charge is just $20. It will take the highest shipping rate or class. So that is what it means. So you can feel free to want to work on what logistic makes sense for you. So, but by default here, it says combine the cost. Just collect the cost for every of the shipping class involved here. So I will leave that by default here, and then you can put a description if you so wish, and then you can save changes. And you can see that has been saved. So we can add as many shipping methods. We can go on and just say free shipping, what qualifies for free shipping, and then you can set up different shipping method. And I think this is super good and awesome. So for this, we can also still come back to shipping class, and then we can begin to add the shipping class here. So for example, if we come here, the first thing is to add a class name. So if you, in case you don't even understand what classes mean, so you might want to categorize whatever you're selling on your store in different classes. Depending on what you're doing, it can be maybe you are selling heavy stuff and you want to charge differently for the class of any item that is classed as heavy. Some other things might be classed into fragile. You want to charge differently because how you ship and deliver fragile goods can be different, and you want to charge differently for fragile goods. You may be maybe delivering food, frozen food, for example. You have to keep it frozen, and you might want to charge anything in that class differently. So there needs to have different classes. So you can come here and just, let's say for example, you want to do fragile. And then the cost here can be, let's say for fragile, you want to charge $20 for the shipping. The cost type by default here is fixed. You can come here and say a percentage or maybe fixed $20. That's good. And you can apply this to quantity too as well. So in case you want to do that, just toggle this on. So if what this means is if this person is adding 3, 4, 5 of those fragile products, it will charge the cost based on the quantity. If a customer is buying something fragile and is adding 4 to cart, so it means we are charging $20 in 4 places. So that is $80 for shipping. But if we toggle this off, even if this person is buying 20 or 100, we are charging just $20 for the shipping. So that is what that means. And then I can save changes. And you can see that has also been added. Super cool and super awesome. I love all the amazing stuff you can do from here. So the next thing we have is our futures and our add-ons. So you can see product licensing is inactive. You want to toggle this on in case you want to sell digital product. I'm going to get to that eventually. Then your stock management and then your other bumps, you want to toggle all of these things on because they are fantastic feature that you get using FluentCart literally for free. How super awesome is this? The one that's blown my mind off is the product licensing, and I can't wait to show you what you can do with that in case you want to sell digital product. You want to sell maybe like a software, you want people to download it, and then just like we did when we were using FluentCart, we went to get our license and then we put our license to activate it. That's exactly what you can do with this, and that's super mind-blowing. The last thing here is our license settings. We've already popped in our license and you can see that. So that's it for this. There are quite a number of things here. In case you are working with multiple brands on your store, if you come here to your brands, you will be able to set up different brands. Let's say you're selling product for maybe Nike, for example. You can put that and then add the slug, Nike. And then you can put a parent brand in case you want to, and then you can put description here. You can add your brand. Let's say you are also selling Adidas. I hope this is the spelling for Adidas, but again, that's fine. I can leave this log empty and then I can add this brand. By default here, this would pick up the slug as the name here. So that's how to add brands to your store. So when you're creating your product, you can associate those products with those brands. I'm going to show you how that will work real quick. And the next thing again, you still have here are categories. And this is fantastic. So by default here, we have menswear. I can also just say footwears or men's footwears or whatever it is you want to do. That's literally up to you. And then I can add this as a new category. And by default here, you can see this, and it also pick the slug as footwears. Right, and then I can have maybe subcategories. If I want to create another category under footwear, maybe I want to sell sneakers as a subcategory under footwear, I can come here and just type in sneakers, and then I'll leave my slug empty to pick this automatically, and then I can select footwear as my parent category, and then I can add this as a category, and you can see this now is a subcategory under footwear. So that's exactly how to create categories on your store, right? Super cool. So right now, let's continue this. I want to believe this is super simple and easy. You can always come down here to create as many categories as possible as you want to. So now let's check integrations here too as well. Let's see what we have under integrations. For integrations here, you can come down here and then you can see all the things you can integrate with this fantastic plugin like Fluent CRM. You can install that, Fluent SMTP, Fluent Community. You can see that Fluent Form, Fluent Support. Fantastic integrations here. And where I really want to spend time right now is our product. So let's go to our product. You can come here, you can come down here, and you can see we've already got product. But what if you want to add a new product. By default, you can see you can add dummy product. You can come up here to add your own product, right? And you can also toggle advanced filter to sort things out here in case you have so many products, right? So, but let's toggle this off right now. And coming here is as simple as just hitting hard to add products there, and then give your product a title, and then select whether it is a physical or a digital product. By default here, we have a digital product, which is good. I can just say I want to sell DAP software just for tutorial purpose, right? And then I can add this product. By default here, it says the product is already in draft. We need to publish that. We know that we're going to do that eventually, so we can add a short description of our software. You can just paste something random here, and then you can come down here and also do a long description. For your long description, by default, you can use the classic editor, and this is good enough to help you post details here. You can see you can do your images, you can do paragraph, text, and all this kind of stuff. But in case you want to do more, you can use your builder feature here, and then we can show content editor. This will load up an interface where we can use the default Gutenberg page builder we are using to design our product, and we can come here and you can see from here we can bring in blocks here, whatever blocks here. You can scroll down, you will see all the blocks are with Gutenberg. In case you are using additional block builder or features or enhancer, you'll be able to see all of them here and use them. So for example, in case you're using Spectra or you're using whatever you're using, you can see everything you have there to design this here, and I think this is super awesome. But for this tutorial, I will just close this. Let's just use the classic editor, is good for this, and then I will just post my random text here. Feel free to do this however you want. And then the next thing here is to come to our pricing. So for example, if you just want to sell a software one time, the simple pricing method is fantastic. But if you want to do more, you want to do maybe subscription, you want to do maybe monthly, you want to do recurring payments, you want to give maybe monthly or yearly, then switching to simple variation is just the way to go. So now this will give you options to create different variations of your product. All right, so now we have pricing here, and then we don't have any image for our software. We should have done that, but maybe we're going to edit that real quick. And then for pricing, we might want to just give a pricing here, and then we can come here to edit things further. This is where we can set things up more, and we can say for DApp software, the type is digital. If you want to do a one-time payment, we can also switch to a subscription payment. And now we can set things up. We can say, okay, for this, we want to charge, let's say, $20. So you can also do a compared price. Let's say we can just do $49. So there'll be a strike through to say it used to be $49, but we're selling this at $20. This at interval will be yearly. We can just say we want to switch this to monthly, right? And then we can set up maybe trial. We can give people maybe a 7 days trial, a 2 days or 24 hours, whatever it is that work for you is good. Let's just say a 2 days trial is good. And then you can enable installment payment in case you want to take this, but for this purpose I won't. You can also set up a fee if you want to collect certain fee. You can set up fee like whatever it is you want to do. Nothing is coming to my mind in terms of fees right now, so I'm just going to toggle this off. And you can also calculate your profit and loss. You can also see this right now from here. For your monthly plan, you can also add an image that will maybe carry something like monthly subscription, so that beyond the text they can also see image, which is good. But for this, I'm just going to leave this the way it is, and then I'm going to update this. All right, so that's it. So now on the title here, I can just say monthly. Right, so I can add more here. Maybe this time around we want to now do a yearly subscription, right? So I can put a title here. I can just say yearly subscription. It's digital, this is good. So I can come here to subscription, and then I can say for yearly, since monthly is 20, so I can say my yearly is now 100, and then I can do the normal compare to be 120, right? So or 140. I really don't know, but whatever it is, and then I can say this is yearly. I can give a trial if I want to. I can just say I'm giving 7 days trial for that, and then I can enable installmental payment if I want to. So that's it. I can just save this. This is awesome. So right now, let's add more. Let's say, for example, we want to do a lifetime license, right? And then I can just say this. I can say lifetime. And then I can set my one-time payment to just $200 or maybe $199, whatever it is you want to do. I can just say instead of $499, right? And then I can save this. Good. I might just want to also do maybe a one-time payment or whatever it is, but this 3 is just perfect, right? So let's leave this the way it is. I can add the image of my product here. I don't really have any image in mind, but let me just pick any random image whatsoever for this purpose. What should I pick? Let's just do this so you get the idea. It's just for tutorial purpose. I can come down here and select this. That's not visible there. I don't know why that is. I can select multiple images for my product. This select icon here is not visible, so you should be wary of that. You can add multiple image of your product here. That's literally up to you. But again, I can add a category from here. I can just say software or license, whatever it is. So that can be the category for this. You can see for my brand, I can come down here and add this, but there's no brand here to choose from. I can just leave this. I can say the brand is Taps, right? Taps is a brand. That's super cool. I can also add the tax class here if I want to. I can search whatever standard, 0, reduce 0. I can just say standard, right? For my taxes. That's in case you want to take taxes, but if you don't want to, you can leave this the way it is. One of the things you can still do from here is that you can limit purchase to 1 item. Since the software, you don't want people buying 2 or 3, so I can just do that limitation here. I don't know why my short description is gone, but I can put that back here just to keep the consistency. And finally, we can come here to maybe just add our downloadable asset, because this is exactly what you are selling, right? So here you can just come here, click add. You can choose variant in case you want to, and if you come here for monthly subscription, you can choose different assets for them to download, and also for yearly and also for lifetime subscription, right? So that's extremely important so that you don't give them access to the singular product. So that's up to you, but you can just choose your file here. You can search for that product here, but if you don't have one, you can just easily upload from here. So from here, you can say I can browse a document from my computer, and then I can use it. Let me just look for something random, maybe a PDF or anything whatsoever to upload to use for tutorial purpose. All right, so I've uploaded a TXT file. It's called DApps. Maybe I should just leave the name, and then let me upload this, and you can see that has been uploaded successfully, and then I can confirm this. So that's it for our file here. I can choose to upload as many things as possible as I want to, and then I can come down here to save asset. So that's it for our product here. So I can just literally come here. I can update this definitely, but you can see we need to change this from drafts to publish. But before we change this from drafts to publish, there's something here called upgrade path, and this is something that will help you make a lot of money. You can add an upgrade path for your product. So what does that mean? So it means that you are giving your customers a path for them to upgrade. For example, if they bought a monthly plan, you are telling them the next product they can upgrade to is the yearly plan. If they are in a yearly plan, you are recommending for them to upgrade to a lifetime plan. So you are giving them a path for upgrade. So let me show you how that works. So now if we come back here and hit add path, so here we're going to select a plan, let's say monthly plan, and then we can tell them you can upgrade from this plan to a yearly plan. And you can also add more plans to this. You can still give them the option to upgrade to a lifetime plan. And you might want to give them maybe discount for that, right? So that's you trying to upsell. And it makes sense. So you can just say for anyone who wants to upgrade for that, you will give them a maybe $10 discount. That's literally up to you. And you might want to just say you want to give them at the pro rate and you don't want to give them a discount. That's literally up to you, and then you can save changes. So that is an upgrade path, and this is fantastic. So now again, you can add another path, and from here we want to select the yearly plan. So for the yearly plan, we want them to upgrade to a lifetime plan, and that's it. And then for anyone who wants to do this, we are giving them maybe a $20 discount, right? So they can upgrade to that. And that's super awesome, right? So that's it for the upgrade part, and that's a fantastic thing that you would love. So now let's come back here to edit our product, and from here let's try to change this from draft, and let's change this to publish. Or you can also schedule this, you can set this to private. That's literally up to you, but let's make this public. Publish, right? And then let's update this. All right, product has been updated, and now this has been published on our store. That's how super simple and easy it is for you to create a digital product, right? So now let's come back to our store and let's see what this will look like. So let's refresh our store and let's see if we're going to see our product. So you can see DApp software is here, and then you can view options from here. You can see from here, you can do the monthly, you can do the yearly, you can also do the one-time subscription. So if you do this, you're paying $200 instead of $499, just something we did earlier. And you see, I have option to put an image here, but I did not put that. But do well to put that in your own so that you have something more beautiful. So you can see this is also 140/. We can get 7 days free, then pay $100 per year. You can see that. Super awesome. And then people can buy now from here. But before they do that, let's close this. Let's just click into the product or go to the product page directly. So if you come to the product page directly, you get to see, oh, what I did copy and paste. You can see this is not good. I should have just formatted the text for this to display appropriately. Oh, this is bad. But not too good. In your case here, if you are doing copy and paste for text, make sure you format those texts so that you get rid of all this rubbish, right? You can see the same option here. You can select monthly, yearly, one time. So let's say I want to buy a lifetime plan for this. I can add this to cart or buy this one time, right? So you can see here, I have billing details, which I shouldn't be having. I should have edited this to accommodate for that. I can just agree to terms and conditions, and then I can check out with PayPal. I don't know why this is loading here. Maybe because my store is still in test mode. Maybe that's the reason why PayPal is not ready to receive payment from here. But this is how super simple and easy this is for you to set up digital products. And I think this is awesome, right? So in the same store, we can still come back here and then we can create physical products. It's the same process. So if you come down here to product, we can come here to add a product, and then this time around we can switch this to a physical product, and then we can give this a title. I can just say DApp's shirts, and then I can add a product. As usual here, I'll go through the same process. You can see I'll select the payment term, one-time subscription. You can change from simple to simple variation and then add monthly, whatever it is that you want to do for this product. Super simple and easy. There is nothing to really worry about. And then you can upgrade the pass from here like I did earlier. I showed you. And then you can do integrations in case you also want to integrate this to other things. One thing I want us to do is to come and create coupons, because that's also very important. You might need coupons on your store in case you want to give people coupons. So from here, you can easily add a coupon. And from here, you can give your coupon title, whatever it is. I can just say DApps, right? And my coupon code can be DApps 100, right? Coupon priority, I might give that a priority, but that's not necessarily important. I can come to the type of the discount here. I can just say fixed or percentage. And then for percentage, I might just want to do maybe 50, 10%, 20%, whatever it is you want to do. But for this, I'll just do 100%. And then my max, I can leave this as empty in case you want to do max. In case you are using the amount, you can set up a max amount that you can give out. Also, you can come down here to restrictions. You can restrict this to a particular amount spent, or to categories, or to include product, exclude certain product. You can also do this by email. So many things you can do here to restrict your coupon, and that's literally up to you. You can also set a end time for this so that you people can use this beyond a particular time. That's up to you. And once you're done here, you can just create this coupon code, and that's it. Coupon code ready, DAPS 100, and you can use it is 0 of unlimited because I didn't put any form of limitations to that. So now let's come back to our checkout page. Let's see if that would work for this. So let's add a coupon code here, and let's paste that here, and let's hit the apply button. And you can see coupon pasted successfully, and then I can place this order. Okay, I need to add my address. You can see that here. Unfortunately, I'm not supposed to do that, but let me just do 1, 2, 3 demo. Right, absolute is not this, it's not compulsory, and then it's able to see state in my country by default, which is fantastic. Let me just choose one here, and then I can add my town. I can just say, and then I can put my postal zip code, and then let's place this order, right? And that's it. You can see this. So let's close this, and then purchase successful. Hello dApps, you can see this. You can see my invoice IMV1 has been created, and then my software, you can see view order. You can see download receipt. In case I want to, I can click this to download my receipt. Okay, it's giving me options to, you can see this, you can see my logo and everything, the way my receipt is is showing. This is super good, but let's cancel this. Maybe come back, let's see. And then from here, you can see this is my download. I can come here and then download my software. And I think this is super good, right? Again, I can just come down here to view my order. You would notice that from here, we don't have any options here for licenses. So like I told you earlier, I want us to be able to create a product where people need to use a license to activate it, right? So let's come back here. Let's make sure we come to our settings, and then we want to come to features and add-ons. I thought I turned that on earlier, but this is not turned on here, so I want to turn this on here. You can also toggle on stock management and even other bumps. I said that earlier. That's very important in case you want to manage your stock and then you want to do other bumps. So now let's save this. And now if we come back to our product, and let's come to dApp software that we created now. Let's come here, let's edit this. And once we do this, you would see that we now have option here above for license settings. So from here, we can enable licensing for this product. Activation limit, people can use it just once. And also for yearly, maybe people can activate it like 10 times in a year. For maybe lifetime, we can just say we want to allow people to use it for 1,000, right? That's just an example. Feel free to customize however you want. And then since it's more like a digital product, you can also want to do version number. So we might just say this is version 1.5, right? Depending on what you want to do. And then for our licensing prefix, we might want to add a prefix to differentiate other licenses for different product that you are selling. So because this is maybe dApps software, I might just want to say dApps here as prefix for my license, and I can just put my change log description here. This is extremely very important in case you want to give people options to see the change log and the description, how your product has changed over time, the update you've done to it, and all of this kind of good stuff. So you can post that here. And if this is a WordPress plugin, for example, you can toggle this on, and then you can add your changelog page URL, your banner, your PHP requirement, icon URL, and some other good stuff there. But this is not a WordPress plugin. Let's toggle this off, and then I can upgrade, I can update my settings, and you can see that has been set. Also, because we turn on inventory management, if we come back to edit product, if we scroll down, we should be able to see option here for inventory management. So if we toggle this on, you cannot say that for monthly subscription I just have 1 stock or 2 stock or 3 stock, and then you can say available 1. You can say because I don't want people to buy more than 1, I can't toggle this, I can't edit anything here for inventory management. But if you're selling a physical product, this will be extremely useful for you. So if you're selling a physical product, you have just 50 in store, you can just say that here. I just like having an SKU for your product, right? So that's also something you want to do, manage your inventory from here. Fantastic feature as well that you want to use. So once we have this, we can come back here and let's refresh this. And once we do a refresh, if we come down here, we will be able to see our license. You can see we don't have license for this because we bought this earlier before then, right? But we now have options here for licenses and also for our download, where we can easily download this. So now let's come back here. There's still another feature here that I love. I would really want you to see. You know, we have options sometimes where we will have customers who want to maybe do custom purchase. They can call you up and they say, okay, I want to buy 100 pieces of this product. I want you to give me a certain amount of discount that you don't have on your store. They may also say things like, I want to buy 50 pieces of this product and I want to buy this for just $1,000. Are you able to set those for me and ship this to me? And you will just say, yes, I can do this. So if you want to do that, you have an option to tell them to go and check out, and then you give them a coupon code. But another thing you can do to really help your customer is this. And let me show you exactly how to do that. If you come to your orders here, you can manually create an order for your client. You just tell them, give me your name, your email, and then I will send you the details. As simple as that. And once you come down here, you can search for your products, or you can browse that particular product that they want to buy. Let's say, for example, this person wants to buy this zipper hoodie. So let's click this to see all the variants are there. So let's say this person wants to buy red. This person wants to buy 100 is available for this, and this person wants to also buy orange. Okay, these are the 2 items this person wants to buy from our store. Let's add these items. So let's say this person has asked you that he wants to buy 50 pieces for this, and then 50 pieces for this. And then you see by default here, the payment is supposed to be $1,245. Instead of using a coupon code, you can just come here and just add the discount, and you can just say that you want to put an amount. You can just say, yes, I want to do an amount, and you can then type in 1,000. And then you can put reason for discount. You can just say wholesale price. Whatever. And then I'll hit the apply button, and that's it. So you can just see, instead of 1,245, oh, this is a mistake here. I gave this person a 1,000 discount instead of 245. Let's edit that discount, right? So let's change this to 245, right? And then I'll hit that changes, and then you can see we now have a total of 1,000 US dollars, the same thing that this person wants to buy. So right now, if we have this customer in store, we can just come here and search for the customer, and then I can just say, but by default here, I am the only customer here. But another thing you can do is that you can create a new customer. So if this person has given you their full name, email, and then their details, you can just easily come down here, and then you can maybe type in a full name and then just say customer. In your case, put their real name there, and you can just say email. Let's just say demo@gmail.com for tutorial purpose, and then select their country. I'll just put Albania. Their city, I can just say ABC, and then their zip code 12345, and that's it. And by default, I can say create as WordPress user, which is very, very good. So you can add that to your customer list, and by default here you can just say create a customer, and that's it. And once this is done here, you can put a label to this if you want a very good customer, whatever label you want to put. And once you are done, you can just come up here and hit save changes. That's it. You now have this order here created. By default here is on hold, but now the question is, how do you get your customer to pay you this for these products Super simple and easy. You can just come down here and come to collect payment. You can click into this and then customer payment link. So if you click this, now you have a link that you can send to your customer to pay. So if I copy this, I can maybe open an incognito window and then let's paste that link here. Just like we're just pretending our customer is seeing this link and is clicking this link. Let's see what this would do. Boom, you can see you are making payment for this order, and then they can come down here. They can see exactly what they ordered: 50 pieces of zipper hoodie, and then this, and that is the total payment, and this is the discount, and then this is the total money they are supposed to pay, and then they can just put their details here, their email is here, their address is there. All they have to do is agree to terms, and then they can pay, and that's it. Super simple and easy. FluentCart makes selling a lot easier on WordPress. I hope you're able to see this yourself. Before I end this tutorial, I know you must be asking yourself, how much does it cost to use this super awesome tool? If you're asking that, let's go check out how much it costs to use this. So right now I can close this, and then let's come to FluentCart, and from here let's come to pricing. Yeah, you have an exclusive limited offer, and for a one-site license you can get all this good stuff for just $249 US. In case you want to use this on a 5-site license, you can do this for $499. This is super awesome. 15 site you can do $799. And then you can also do 50 site license. One-time payment, you can see you can do this at $1,099. One-time payment to use this for 50 site license. And then you can also do per month of $99 for a 50 site license. This is super good. And I think this is very, very competitive for everything you're going to get. A lot of things here that I have not been able to touch. Is super difficult to touch everything at the same time, like your store management. You can see everything you can do from here: product handling, hybrid type, selling digital, and also selling physical product on the same store. You can see checkout payment. You can do multiple gateways. You can do cash on delivery, email me credit link. You can see all of those kind of stuff. Customer management, order fulfillment, marketing and growth, licensing and subscription, analytics report. I didn't even touch that right now in this tutorial, and I think that's super fantastic because it's a new store. If I come down here, you can begin to see your analytics. If you come to your reports, fantastic stuff there. You can see I've not been able to see so much here because I've not done more with my orders, with sales. And then I can see all of this. You can see I have one order that I made here, that store. You can see lifetime software, one sold, right? Top product. You can see this. This is super cool and awesome. So that's it for FluentCart. I believe it's a fantastic e-commerce solution for stores that want to sell hybrid, physical, digital, one time together at the same time on your store. Is a fantastic tool. And I love how super simple. You don't need to buy unnecessary add-ons. You just investing in their pro future of this plugin. You have quite a number of features that you'll probably be spending a lot of money in terms of add-ons to buy if you were to use maybe other product like WooCommerce, right? That's it. So give this a try. We'll leave a link to this in the video description, and let me know your result using this. If you have used it before and you have something to say about it, let me also know in the comment section. That's my time for this tutorial. If you find it useful, give it a thumbs up. You can also subscribe to see more awesome tutorial like this on this channel. I'll see you in another one, and until then, have a wonderful time.